Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever wondered how cancer cells manage to grow so quickly and spread across the body? One of the key to this mystery lies in the Warburg effect. Let's take a journey into the world of cells, not the kind of your phone, but the tiny living building blocks that make up everything in your body. Your muscles, skin, brain, all made up of cells. These cells need energy to work just like a car needs fuel, and their favorite fuel is glucose or sugar. Now normally, healthy cells take in glucose and use a very efficient method to turn it into energy. This method involves oxygen. Much like we need oxygen to breathe, cells need oxygen to make energy efficiently. This process is called aerobic respiration, and it happens in the part of the cell called the mitochondria, often nicknamed the powerhouse of the cell. But here is where the story gets strange. In 1920, a scientist named Otto Warburg noticed something odd. He found that cancer cells don't follow this efficient energy making process. Even when there is plenty of oxygen available, cancer cells ignore the mitochondria. Instead, they use a much less efficient way of making energy, one that doesn't require oxygen at all. This process is called glycolysis. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a power plant that can produce electricity for a whole city, but instead you decide to run the whole place using tiny portable generators. That's what cancer cells are doing. It's a strange choice, but it turns out that there is a reason behind it. This strange behavior is what we now call the Warburg effect. So why would cancer cells do this? Why would they pick a less efficient way to make energy? Here is where it gets interesting. While this method, glycolysis, produces less energy per glucose molecule, it's faster. It's like choosing to eat fast food instead of sitting down for a long fancy meal. Not as nutritious, but quicker to grab. And when cancer cells are trying to grow and divide rapidly, speed is more important than efficiency. This fast process doesn't just give cancer cell energy, it also provides the raw material they need to build more of themselves. When cells divide and multiply, they need building blocks, proteins, fats, and DNA. The byproduct of this fast glucose breakdown can be used to make all those things. So in a way, cancer cells are using glucose not just for fuel, but as a construction material. The Warburg effect is like cancer cell cheat code: fast energy, quick growth, and plenty of building supplies. And guess what? This effect has surprising bonus for scientists. Because cancer cells gobbles up glucose much faster than normal cells, doctor can use this behavior to find tumor in the body. There is a special scan called a PET scan that can now track how much glucose different tissues are using. Area with unusual high glucose often points to cancer, thanks to the Warburg effect. So what does all this means for cancer research? Warburg effect open up new ideas for treatment. If cancer cell relies so heavily on the sugar burning shortcut, maybe we can target their energy supply. Researchers are exploring ways to block glycolysis or starve cancer cells of glucose, trying to cut off their fuel line. Some diets and drugs are also being studied that might take advantage of this unique metabolism. It's not a cure yet, but understanding the Warburg effect gives a big clue in the puzzle of how to fight cancer. Let's zoom out for a moment. The Warburg effect teaches us something big about disease. It's not just what cells are doing, but how they are doing it that matters. By changing the way they make energy, cancer cells gain a powerful edge. It also shows us that science is full of surprises. Warburg discovery made almost a century ago is still influencing cancer research today. In fact, many of today's cancer therapies, scans, and even early detection tools are built on this strange but important observation. So next time you hear about cancer research, remember this. Somewhere in that complex work is a battle over sugar, energy, and a very old idea called the Warburg Effect. Thanks for watching. If you find this content helpful, please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting science update. See you next time.